Hello, everyone. Welcome to this space where you will get the youth perspective with Ari, Lucy, and Naya. We hope that you enjoy this time with us and go thinking about what we are about to discuss here. Today's topics are super important, but sometimes we forget about them. That's why we are here. Now, let's listen to the girls.
How about we start by talking a little about ourselves? Like, this is to inaugurate our first chapter, and also so that our dear listeners don't feel like they are listening to complete strangers. I'm going to start since I suggest the idea. Mariana Arias, but call me Ari, please. I feel like I get scolded when you call me by my full name, so please no. I'm from Costa Rica. I'm 16. I'm a young Christian, and I must tell you that expressing my way of thinking has always been something that I really enjoy. Expressing my thoughts and beliefs based on the Bible. I truly like to share the Christian perspective with the other people. And in fact, I treasure this podcast a lot because I know that here I have a safe place to be able to freely express what I think. So I love this podcast for that. And other things that are not so relevant, but I think it's important to know. My favorite color is blue. I love to paint and sing, and I play the piano. Guys. I think that's a good introduction for you to get to know me better. So, yeah.
So my name is Naya Mesa. I'm 17 years old. I like to paint. My favorite color are blue and purple. Yeah, so basically, you know. And yeah, I think that's a lot about me. I also like to listen to music like a lot, and dance. I love to dance. I feel that my body really speaks when I'm dancing. And yeah, that's all about me.
Hi everyone, my name is Lucy. I'm 16 years old, and I'm very excited to share with you my opinion on this topic that is so important to our life. It's also a really interesting topic. Listen to opinions and the knowledge that my friends Naya and Ari know. I'm completely sure that it will be very useful for you on your daily life.
First, we wanted to share with you guys this advice to help you understand why you should be more conscious about how your will is so important in your life. Today, we bring you this reflection about how we work as human beings. Let's say that your body is divided into three main bosses. Those will be your brain, your body, and your will.
Before going further, do we have another perspective about this reflection?
From what I believe, we are tripartite beings, meaning that we are composed of spirit, soul, and body. And in fact, what makes up the soul is the will, the mind, and the emotions, which has a lot to do with what Naya mentions.
Continuing with this, the body only asks for what it needs and work guided by our brain and will. On the other hand, our brain is lazy by nature, so it just wants to rest and not make an effort, but it keeps everything alert in case we need to react. Our will develop as we grow.
But how does it work?
I'll give you an example. You can easily notice this by looking at babies. Their will is not working, so they cry when they are hungry and poop when they need to. But as we grow up, our will actually starts working. We want to do things.
Okay, I think it's not clear for me. Give me another example. How can we see this in real life?
Of course, I will give you an easy example. Every day I want to wake up at 8 a.m. So I have an alarm set for that time. But when it sounds, I know I have to wake up. But my brain is like, four or five more minutes won't change anything. And that is our brain being lazy. On the other hand, my body is ready to work, to wake up and do whatever I have to do. There is when you have to make your will stronger and get up. So this is an invitation to take the reins of your life with your will as the boss. It is clear now?
Yeah, it's better. Thank you.
You're welcome.
After listening to this reflection, let's change the topic a little, but we are still in the same channel. Let's talk about our common home and how to use our will to take care of it. For example, our will might tempt us to throw paper on ground inside of the trash, but we should control it to protect the planet. Just as waking up early requires willpower, so does make the right decisions for the environment. By using our willpower to dispose of trash properly, we keep our surroundings clean and safeguard our planet for future generations. Strengthening our will to get up in the morning also help us to take better care of the earth.
As a Christian, I believe that one of the greatest proofs that God exists is the complexity of creation. The flora and fauna and us as human beings. In Genesis chapter 2 verse 15, then the Lord God took the man and put him in the Garden of Eden to work it and take care of it. Everything is very complete and beautiful, and for decades we have destroyed. Currently, there are no longer many species like the blue macaw, a majestic bird. I think a month ago, they announced that the last two died, which makes me very sad because in Genesis, God gives Adam and Eve Eden and asks them to take care of it. God says to multiply it and populate the earth. Where when humans are there without it, that desire to take care of what God created was love, and greed and avarice made us not be grateful for what God had given us. So we have destroyed and contaminated, and with that we have destroyed our home and our treasure. I can imagine how painful it must be for God for all that we have caused and have caused ourselves, not only without the pollution of our home, of our earth, but also of our hearts.
But Ari, what's your motivation to take care of everything we see, including ourselves?
In 1 Corinthians chapter 10 verse 26, for the earth is the Lord's and everything in it. Sometimes people think they own the world when they don't, and they never will. You didn't create it. Everything we have and touch belongs to God, including ourselves, including the human. We can destroy something that isn't ours. When someone lends you something, we usually try to take care of it. Why it's different with God?
After all this talk that we just had, we invite you to be active and use your will to tell us what do you think, your opinion, and of course your perspective. You know you can do this through the comments or social media account.
Thank you guys for being here. Don't forget to like this podcast for the platform to show you more about our content, and you can hear more about us. So also, be ready for the next chapter, and of course, to get the youth perspective. Take care, guys. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.